Y'all already knew that I was going to come and let you guys know how I felt about Mia Culpa, so we will get into that in just a second. I've got a few little housekeeping notes that I want to address with you guys. As of lately, I've decided that I am going to get active on YouTube, and so I do have a YouTube channel over there. I'm going to put my YouTube below, and you can come over there and watch all of the updated reviews and recommends that I will be doing moving forward over there on that channel. Okay, done. So let's go ahead and get back into Mia Culpa because I have a couple of things that I want to share with y'all. If you haven't watched the movie yet, it is streaming over on Netflix. It just came out on Friday, so go watch it. I'll be quite honest with you guys and tell you that I'm not really mad at this movie. We already knew going in that there was going to be some level of seduction and betrayal, so that was to be expected. Now, I was concerned for Mia's life and how things were going to end for her because as the former ladies who carried this cover, it don't normally end well for them. It normally ends far worse, but I feel like Mia got off pretty clean. So let's go ahead and talk about the movie just a little bit. So Mia is a successful attorney who is also married to a successful surgeon, so it seems. So Mia married into this weird family dynamic. Her brother-in-law is like successful. He's running for mayor, but he's also an attorney. And her mother-in-law is like sick with cancer, and the way that her sons, both Mia's husband and her brother-in-law, cater to their mom is just like, ugh. But she does have a sister-in-law that she gets along with really well, and they're both two beautiful black women. So, they kind of can relate to one another and they kind of talk to each other about the things that go on within this family dynamic. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw these two brothers, it was totally giving real life Darius and Serrana's Jackson. I was like, did this pop in anybody else's brain? It was giving Kiki and that whole situation again. Throw Usher into it. This is a whole real life Mia Culpa situation going on. Anyways, back to the movie. So Mia decides to go against her family, her in-laws' wishes, and represent this man named Zaire, who has been accused of unaliving one of his ex-muses or girlfriends. That's to be, determined by him. So in representing Zaire, this basically takes Mia down this dark rabbit hole of seduction and temptation, and she finally gives into her wiles as things are, she believes, starting to break on her family's side. What she doesn't expect to come out of this is for it to come full circle and it be revealed who she's been sleeping with, really, that she should have been afraid of, which is her husband. I feel like Tyler Perry listened to y'all who criticized him about always having the dark-skinned man portray the evil villain who is no good and the light-skinned man be the savior of the woman. Gave y'all a little switch up this time. Overall, the movie started off a little slow, but when it got going, it was interesting to me, and I was pretty okay with the ending because the ending was that she walked away from all the men who was giving her hell in her life. I think I personally would have fell for Zaire's trap, even though it was very tempting. But the whole thing with the woman who came in and was doing what she was doing right there in front of her, and he was getting off on making Mia jealous. See, that would have been the whole end of it for me right there. Not circling back to tap in. That part was a little wild to me. I'm not gonna lie, I was also a little annoyed by Ron Rico's character because how are you a seasoned private investigator and you didn't know that the hotel room that you sent to Mia also had the mom, the brother, and the sister-in-law visiting as well? Like, how did you miss that crucial part of information? So I was giving him side eye for that. But overall, I thought the movie was a decent watch. I would rate the movie a 7 out of 10. I felt like there was a few holes in the story. I never believed that the ex was unalived because there never was a body. So I couldn't really figure out how they were trying to make this seem like this was an open closed case because there's no body. But I feel like the little loopholes like that in the story that were not tied well together was overshadowed because they wanted us to focus on the seduction and the intimacy between Mia and Zaire. I'm not gonna lie, while old boy was community, okay, he was for everybody and he didn't care what race, what color, I still feel like he did do a pretty good job of seducing her first mentally and then easing her on into the physical. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the movie.